Making my way downtown, walking fast. Moving away from your hometown. Man, it's bittersweet and it's meaningful, right? People move away for several reasons, job, family, financial difficulties, weather, whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna tell you why. Just a few reasons that I think you should move and the reason why I moved out of my hometown. Let's get into it. One of the reasons that I moved is because it felt like it was nothing left for me to do. I come from a small city in Southwest Georgia. Most of the people there are relatives or simply know each other. So once they have a certain image or characteristics of the person that you are, it's hard for them to grow out of that, right? People get in the mind frame of seeing you as the same person you was in high school forever. And that's not the case with most people. After a while, I felt like I didn't belong there anymore. I felt like I had outgrew some people. Places, things, parties, anything you can think of. I outgrew the city itself. Another one is it was just time for a change, man. Needed see something new, see something different. I had grown and matured mentally so much that a lot of stuff there just wasn't interesting, or I didn't want to invest in it anymore. And the biggest reason I moved, I would say, is because of the mindset of the community that I was in. I lived in three different cities, right? Two in Southwest Georgia, and the third one would be here in North Georgia. So the first city I moved to, it was another small city. I hate to say it like this, but it's like people had that slave mindset. Like, this is what it is, this is what it always will be, we'll never get better than this, right? And we're not gonna try to help other people either, especially the youth, right? A couple of communities I stayed in, I don't think they was really invested in upbringing the youth, including people my age, because I was younger then. So from that age range, probably like 19 to like 25, 26, they didn't have any ways to grow as an adult, and that really drives you away, causes you to do other things too. That's when all the foolishness starts happening, because you have nobody to set you a line, and if they're not setting you a line, then they're sending you in the wrong line. The first time I moved away, I didn't want to, but I knew I had to. And it got to a point where I was just forced to. But when I made that move, it changed the people that I met. It changed me. It changed the way I walk, talk, dress, the way I thought about things, the way I react to things. The first time I moved, right? I would say that's the time frame where I really grew up a lot in like 10 months to a year. I grew up a lot. The second city I moved to, another small city in Southwest Georgia. It was very, very quiet there, and I was living on my own for the first time. So a lot of things were new to me. Number one, paying bills. Number two, getting groceries. Number three, cleaning the entire house. Networking by myself, going out, doing, just being in the community, things of that nature. It was very challenging. But it was much needed, and that was another step up the ladder for me. It was very, very interesting that couple of years that I was staying there. Third place I moved to, after I left the second city, I moved back home, and man, nothing had changed. Nothing had changed, and I had been gone for like 4 years. If we counted all up, I had been gone for like 4 years, and that's the biggest thing. you think people are going to change, the environment is, circumstances, it's not. And if it doesn't change in 4 years, then that's 4 years too late. So keep it pushing. When I moved to the third city, which is the one I currently stay in now, I felt free as a bird. I was so joyful. I felt unhinged, motivated, everything you could think of when you're just set free. Like, it was almost like I was being freed for some shackles. I was listening to Kelly Clarkson as I was driving. Breakaway, that's the name of that song. That song, man, I don't know why that song just popped up in my head, and I just played it like 30 times on repeat while I was driving up the highway. Now, moving away from home is very beneficial. It's scary to some people, and it's interesting to others. One thing that people get caught up on moving away from home is family and friends. Family will always be there for you to visit, and they'll visit you. Friends are like seasons. You have different friends for every season. Those true friends are family. So view it as that. And everybody has their own road, their own path. You must find your lane and stay in it. It's not meant for all of us to run around with each other in the same city, on the same roads, doing the same things forever. It's not meant to be that way. Everybody has their own. Don't be scared to venture out and try something new. It's meant for you. The more you grow, the more you're going to drift away from people and the things you used to do. So you will have to find something to keep you at bay, because if you don't, it'll eat you alive. And moving out of your own town, I'll say the biggest thing is that it is, for most people, that's the hardest place for you to grow, because people only view you a certain way. They only view you a certain way. I think that you will never reach your full potential in life if you don't move, if you don't venture the world. Like, take road trips or something. Just visit different cities from time to time when you have spare time, and just see what you like, see what it feels like for you to be there. Don't just go based off of what people say or what you see on the news. You know, do your own research. That's what I used to do. I used to hit the road like every weekend when I had my first apartment, and just go to different cities. I used to go to Florida a lot. I never told anybody about that. I just used to gas up on the weekend and just keep this in mind. Everybody's time is limited. Either leave or be left. Simple.
Had to lock in, had the same say. Too many L's, took shade back and get it right or wrong. Just promise you gon' ride along. All along, been a minute since I've been at home. Smoking my stress away, I'm sipping on rainy days. Surrounded by rodents, I'm surrounded by many snakes. Addicted to this money, I guess I'm a fiend. She text me where you at, I done left her